Hello and welcome back to today's episode of Stay Motivated. And today what I'm doing is I took the pipe off the blue blaster. I got curious kind of to check into the cylinder and the piston to see the condition. So I thought I wanted to share with you guys the condition of that. Let me get a nice view. Looks pretty clean other than the dirty, no scoring. It's awesome. Let me see if I can keep this light and give you guys a nice view. Okay, good. Looks awesome. And now that I've been sanding down this for a little bit, what I did was take off most of the bulk rust that was on it. And what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna paint it black. I have some ceramic black paint and give it kind of this look on the YZ that I have. It's pretty dope. I like this look. So until I can figure out what till FMF sends me the flange for that. So I'm gonna paint this black, bring it a nice OEM plus look, is what I like to call it. And I'm gonna take the exhaust off too, the muffler, and give it a nice recoat as well. Now that I have it there, so it doesn't look so ugly. These little details are what give the blaster that nice touch of life. I got 50 grit sandpaper. It's really thick, really coarse. And I started hitting the thick areas. I have a wire wheel brush also that I was hitting it earlier, and it's charging right now, so I can continue doing, kind of beating it up and everything. Right now what I'm doing is spraying some WD-40 on it to kind of help break down the rust. So then I'm gonna continue. Now that I did sand everything down and I did spray with a little bit of WD-40 to help break down the rust of whatever was left over, and I was working with the wire brush just in case. So, and I was using this side, so I'm working like this. Works okay. Works okay to take off the rust. So there was a lot of buildup on there, like there was chunks, so you could see it all on the floor. It was a huge. So now that I have all that, I'm gonna give it a nice coating, wash it down real quick outside, and give it a nice coat. So what I'm gonna do is take the exhaust off now, because I'm not gonna paint the pipe and leave this looking crazy. That's just not how I work. What we're working with, and this was before, so cheap mod, and this is what we're using: ceramic high heat. So I'm gonna give it another coat. I figured I strapped the GoPro, and I'm using one of these respirators, Harbor Freight. Something's better than nothing. If you don't have one of these, get a t-shirt. Look wet and then dry up. That gives me a good reference of how much paint I throw on. super happy how it turned out compared to what it started with. If you have an OEM pipe, you know how disgusting these could get. So let's rot this back on. This was a little tricky taking it off, so I'm sure it's gonna be fun putting it back on. That was easier. That was easier than when I took it off. Get the bolt for the top. Get the gasket. This was messed up, but it's gonna work. That's what was in there. This part, make sure you guys don't forget it. Install the muffler without installing that part. Making sure it slips into the pipe. Good connection. It's a beautiful black, flat black ceramic, nothing crazy. Eventually I'll get around to do this top end. My wife wants to paint this too, but I think I'm just gonna replace the whole top end. Go with the Wiseco. If you ask me, the pipe looks awesome. OEM plus. The little details that count. So this is what they look like. So we went from this to this. It came out pretty decent if you ask me. You guys already know, like and subscribe and stay motivated. Until next time, ride safe.